Exactly. We ready? Okay. So what we're going to run through now is we're going to run through a capsize drill for single-handers. Okay. So this isn't a crewed boat. It's a single-handed boat. And what happens when we capsize? Now, sooner or later, single-handers are renowned for capsizing. You will fall in. And if you fall in the water, there are all sorts of different ways that you could fall in. It could be either on a jibe, it could be that you haven't let your sail out quick enough and the boat has actually fallen over onto its side. If the boat falls over onto its side because you haven't let your sail out quick enough, normally what would happen to you is you would end up between the boat and the sail, between the boom and the boat down there. Okay? So what we'll do is we'll take it that is what has happened to us to start off with. So if you just bear with us. So what we were doing is we were sat on the side of the boat just here, and then a little gust of wind comes, the boat tips itself over onto its side, and what I do is I end up, not where I am at the moment, but I end up in the water between the boat just here and the sail or the boom just there. I've slipped into the water here, no problem there at all. If I end up under the sail for some reason, again, no reason to panic. All I do is I shall just go in one direction, and it's not a very big sail. I'm going to come out there, here, or even if I swim long enough under the sail up the top there, but I'm going to come out sooner or later. It doesn't matter, I've got a buoyancy aid on. The sail isn't going to push me down into the water. Okay, but we've ended up just here. So first thing that I need to do, once I've ended up in the water just here, is to make sure, whilst I'm here, that the dagger board is in its downed position, because I could have capsized when I was going downwind and the dagger board would be up like it is at the moment. So my first job is to push the dagger board down into its slot, like so, and now it's sticking out the bottom, which is going to help me in a minute. I've got my main sheet in my hand here, and I want to hold on to the end of the main sheet. Reason being that a boat on its side like this, the water is about at this level here. It can sail quite nicely on its side. The wind hits the whole of the hull here and it can sail off quite nicely. And if I let go of the main sheet and I'm out here somewhere, the boat can sail off and there's no way that I'm swimming after it. Okay, so hold on to the end of the main sheet. So we're here. First thing I need to do really is to go underneath the main sheet where it comes out at the back of the boat here. So I swim around underneath the main sheet until I get out the back and I'm safe, still holding on to the end of the main sheet. The reason why I go under the main sheet as opposed to over the top of it is because that's very easy to get caught up around my feet. And if I just lift it over my head, it's a lot easier to get uncaught or untangled through it. Okay. Now I'm at the back of the boat. My next job is to check the rudder is still on, because sometimes when the boat falls over, these little clips, if they don't work properly, the rudder could fall off. Nothing worse than getting your boat upright and finding your rudder has drifted off over there. So the rudder is in position, no problem there at all. My next job is keeping hold of the boat. I swim around the back edge, or the back of the boat here, work my way along the underside of the boat, still holding on to my main sheet, until I reach the dagger board, which is sticking out the bottom of the boat. Now once I reach the dagger board, I'm holding the end of the main sheet. I haven't pulled the main sheet in really tight, so that when the boat comes up that the sail is pulled in. I'm just holding the end of the main sheet in my hand. I grab hold of the dagger board, and usually with a single hander, all I need to do is to push down on the dagger board, like so, and the boat will start to bring itself upright again. Okay. If for some reason you can't just push down and get a bit of weight onto it, what you need to do then is to work from the back there, try and get your body weight up on top of the dagger board and then push down upon it. Okay, but we'll just say that we can get enough leverage on that. So, a bit of weight on the dagger board, the boat will start to come up. As the boat comes up, the worry is that the boat is going to end up coming over on top of you. This generally doesn't happen, or it won't happen, because as the boat comes up, all you need to do there is grab hold of the top of the boat as it starts to come, let go of the dagger board, and you'll find that you'll get moved back by the boat as the boat comes up. As the boat comes up, all we do is we end up in the water, down beside the boat, like so. And as I say, we're holding the end of the main sheet here, so the sail is able to go all the way out. The sail isn't filling with wind, it's all the way out, and we're still connected to the boat. Once we get to here, all we need to do there is just place a hand into the boat, especially in a pico like this, grab hold of the tow strap in the middle of the boat, and then just get a leg up over the side of the boat, and generally we can get ourselves back in, no major problem. If you can't, then two hands placed in like so, and with a bit of pumping your buoyancy aid over the top of the boat there, you should be able to wiggle your way in, and you'll end up in the bottom here. Once you're in the boat, now, what you've got to do then is you can release your main sheet, just let it go and it will untangle itself. Get yourself sorted out, back into some sort of order, find your main sheet, which is all out over the side of the boat, pull it back in, make sure it's not tangled up, make sure the rudder isn't tangled around the horse at the back here or caught underneath the tow strap, so everything's nice and loose there. Grab hold of your rudder, find your main sheet, work out where the wind's coming from, and then what you've got to do there is just sail off. No problem there at all. Now that's the normal capsize. What could happen is that the boat capsizes and instead of the wind coming over here to push the boat back upright again, the wind may be coming from the same side as the mainsail there, okay? Which, if you just pull the boat back upright again, what we did just now, the whole chance is that the thing's just going to come straight over on top of you again. Okay? So what you have to do in that instance is you're around this side, you've got the dagger board in your hand, your main sheet in your hand, and the wind's coming from over there. I know if I pull this boat up, it's just going to come straight over on top of me. There are different methods of doing this, but we'll just do a nice simple one. What we do is we just push down on the dagger board and we let the boat, or the wind, spin the boat around. So rocking the boat, push down, let it come down again, push down, let it come down again, push down, let it come down. Don't forget I'm right in the water on this side. Okay. Once we get that mast facing back around the other way again, then I can revert back to the normal capsize drill position. Okay, so that's a single-handed capsize. Now, sometimes when we get a little bit better at sailing, what we can do is we can do dry capsizes. So the boat goes over, we can step over the top of the boat onto the dagger board, and we can pull the boat upright again, and then step into the boat without even getting wet. But that's the basic, you have to fall into the water capsize drill. Okay.